Welcome back to Createur Podcast, or if you're watching on YouTube, Createur, the channel. I am Taylor, and this is episode
7.
And in this episode, we are going to dive into subliminals, okay? So we're going to talk everything subliminals, going to really get into it. So if you didn't know about subliminals, you are going to leave this episode knowing everything you need to know, okay? So before I get into that, I do want to announce, right, I am offering coaching at this time. And so if you want more information on how to work with me, that link will be in the description, okay? Okay, so let's go. So subliminals, excuse me, I don't like doing that, but hey, here we are. So what are subliminals? So subliminals are these audio tracks that have a main sound that you can clearly hear. That could be music, it can be like sounds of rain or water drops, but at a much lower volume, there will be affirmations that are said that is going straight to the subconscious mind. Okay, so that's what they are now. How does that work? So our conscious mind is able to, or is not able to, perceive sound below a certain volume, okay? But our subconscious mind can. So when you are listening to the subliminal, you're consciously hearing the sound that's playing or the music that is playing, but the affirmations are at a level that your subconscious mind can clearly hear and still pick them up, okay? So it's bypassing the conscious mind in order to get straight into the subconscious mind. So your Cornelius won't be able to sit there and try to hit you with logic when it comes to these affirmations. So for example, if you are listening to a subliminal about being rich, and one of the affirmations are, I am super rich, right? Well, if Cornelius heard that, okay, your conscious mind, if Cornelius heard that, Cornelius gonna be like, well, oh, you rich? Because see, we just looked at that bank app and it said -$2. You see what I'm saying? And so you're able to get that affirmation in there without it being debunked by Cornelius, okay, or the conscious mind. So that's how they work, okay? Now you can find subliminals in a lot of different places. I know number one being YouTube. I know some are on SoundCloud, maybe even on Spotify. But you can find these. There's so many out there. There's a lot of people who make subliminals. It is easy to find, but I do have to put a disclaimer out there, okay? You want to be careful as to what subliminals you are listening to, because for a couple reasons. Number one, some people have sat there and made harmful, dangerous subliminals that have very much so negative affirmations in them, and so you don't want to listen to anything like that. Some people are selling fake subliminals to where it says, they have like the music or whatever it is that you can hear clearly with your conscious hearing, but then there are no affirmations beneath it. You're just getting that music or the sound effect, whatever is playing. So then that would be a fake one, okay? That's not going to hit your subconscious mind at all, okay? And then the other thing is, you want to just be mindful if you're listening to different subliminals about different things, or even if you're listening to different people who make them, but it's about the same thing. So like, for instance, if you're listening to weight loss and you have different ones from different people, you just want to kind of be aware that you don't want anything to clash, okay? So for instance, if you're manifesting a slim a slim, thick body shape, right? And then in one subliminal it says, okay, I'm really, really small, I'm really petite, I'm really, really skinny. But then the other one is saying, well, I'm very, very thick, I'm very, very thick. That can easily confuse the subconscious mind, and then you don't get any results. Okay, so that's just an example, but you want to make sure that you are having like a clear goal, and you're not trying to you're not confusing your subconscious mind by having all these different types of affirmations that are not like, they don't go with each other, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So you can definitely have like different affirmation or different subliminals that have different goals, but what you want to do is kind of group them together and not have like, okay, one that was like not 30 seconds, but let's say like 3-minute one for being skinny, and then a 4-minute one for being rich, and then a 5-minute one for longer hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that your subconscious is very much so being saturated with clear goals, and it's not jumping all over the place with the affirmations. That's what I'm trying to say. So excuse me. So now I do have to put this out there because I haven't been talking about it. I don't know why, but I actually, when I do my booking, my one-on-one, I do offer customized subliminals. Okay, so those are subliminals that will be just customized personally for you, but I don't offer that service unless you get coaching, because I want to assess what needs that you have that needs to be put into the subliminal. I don't want to just sit here and be making them, because you can listen to the ones that's on the YouTube channel. Okay, so if you're not aware, I do have subliminals that are more general on the YouTube channel that I suggest everybody start with. If you haven't done any type of reprogramming of your subconscious, I suggest everybody start with those, because those are like the foundation layers. Okay, I would start with the ultimate manifester being number 1, and then the self-concept worthy and deserving as number 2. Okay, now you can pick either one of those because they're both very important. You want to let your subconscious know that you are capable of manifesting things easily, and then you want to let your subconscious mind know that you deserve these things, right? And you're worthy of these things. So when you manifest these things in, you can keep them. Okay, that's why self-concept is very important. So things that you want to do when you're starting a program of, listen to your subliminals at night or as you go to sleep, what things you want to keep in mind is you're doing the work by listening to them, right? But while you're consciously awake, you still have to be in alignment with your desires. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is you're making a shift, and there is a process. Okay, there's a process because you've held on to your beliefs for so long that weren't working for you. So to reprogram them will be a process. It won't be a one-time overnight thing. Okay, it just won't. So as you're doing this process during the day, you don't want to be the person that's micromanaging and wondering, okay, well, did I shift? Have I shifted yet? Did the shift change? Did the shift happen yet? Has a change happened? No, because then you're micromanaging, and that's going to set up resistance. Resistance is not what we need. Okay, period. So you want to still assume the position as the person who's already made the shift. Even though you're listening to the subliminals at night, you still have to show up as the version of you that has it all, the version of you that is knowing and that is, that motherfucker. Okay, period. So you still want to show up as that. You still need to be dominantly in alignment throughout the day, because that's just going to make it so much more enjoyable for you as you are shifting. Okay, I say that to say you're 9 times out of 10 going to experience a purge. Now, what is a purge, Taylor? Okay, well, let me let you know what that is, okay? So a purge is when you are during your waking hours where you're up, moving around. The purge is basically where you may be feeling like meh, whatever, kind of like bored, or just kind of this dissatisfied feeling, and you don't really know where it's coming from. That is the purge. That's going to happen while you're listening to these subliminals, because you have the old beliefs on the way out as the new beliefs are coming in. So at some point, both versions of you are present at the same time. So the old man is still there, leaving as the new man, or the new self-concept, or the new beliefs are coming in. So as this shifting, there is a point in time to which they're both there and they're both present. So it's kind of like you're being kind of tugged both ways. So it's going to kind of feel like it's going to manifest in like just kind of feeling like meh, bored, whatever, like maybe a little like where you kind of just like wobbling a little bit in your emotional state, right? That's the purge, okay? Do not be alarmed if you are having a purge. This is a good sign, okay? If you are not purging, then I'm not going to say that's a bad sign. You just keep persisting. You keep on listening to your subconscious, your subliminals, because when you listen to them, the shift is happening. It's getting sinking right into it. It's going straight into the subconscious mind. So if you don't have a purge, that's perfectly fine. I had one when I very first did this for myself. I had a purge. It lasted for about 3 or 4 days. Okay, so what you want to do is, what I did was, whenever I noticed myself kind of going through that wobble, then it's like, okay, let me do something that feels good. My thing is I love to dance. So I would get up, I would cut on some music, I would dance. I would put things on that just make me feel good. I would, whatever that is, like whatever I like, just keeping myself busy, or keeping myself busy and doing things that I like to do. Okay, doing things that was just a no-brainer that I liked. Okay, that helps you get through that purge much more easy, much more pleasant, and yeah, it makes everything better. Okay, when you kind of just let go and just let the shift happen. Me giving you this information now, it's like you know it, so then when it happens, or if it happens, you are aware of it and you feel more confident with going through it. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Another thing that can help you while you're purging, and it will also boost your results, is visualization. Like throughout the day, when it feels good, if it feels like a good idea, not doing it like a chore, not doing it because you're trying to make anything happen, but if it feels like, ooh, like, yeah, let me just, bask in this vision real quick. Let me just really just give myself this thing or have this experience right now, right? Do it. That helps you stay in alignment. That helps you impress the subconscious even more, okay? Like I said, don't do it as a chore, because then that's just really like no point of you doing it. Okay, you might as well just go take a walk outside and see the sun and let the sun touch your skin and smell the flowers and fresh air. You might as well do that more than trying to force yourself to visualize if you're not feeling like you should be visualizing right now, period. So you can do those things, but that does boost results. Now on the YouTube channel, okay, Createur, yes, I have a guided meditation for in the morning that is only 10 minutes. It's guided, and it's going to help put you in that feeling state of just being ready for the day. It's really having Cornelius have a goal and something to focus on when you start the day. Okay, so you sat there and you had started reprogramming your subconscious as you fell into sleep that night, and then you wake up in the morning with this meditation. It's like, okay, this is setting me up for success for the rest of my day. Now, we do have thousands and thousands of thoughts every day, so there may be a time where a thought come up and it's not a pleasant one, it's an unwanted thought. Don't entertain it. Don't even try to don't even entertain it. Just observe it, like literally, like you're on the outside looking in, like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fake. Or sometimes I would say, like, okay, yeah, that's not real, that's fake, and then I will go on with my day. Don't think about it and get all stuck and let it grow legs and feet and do all that stuff. Don't do that, okay? If you can avoid it, okay? If you can't avoid it and you kind of feel yourself going in a slump, then do a meditation that kind of break you away from that, and that'll help. You can do some breathing exercises, something like that will help you break away from what it is that you are experiencing at that moment in time, okay? You definitely, and I don't know why this is, I don't know the science behind it, but drink water, because I don't know the science behind it. We may have to follow up with an episode once I get the knowledge. I don't know. But when you look at different subliminal videos, a lot of them talk about drinking water. Make sure you drink water. And when I listen to subliminals, I notice that I tend to get thirstier than normal. Okay, so it's something about water. I don't know if it's because you're reprogramming your subconscious, and your subconscious is doing all this work to reprogram or retrain itself. I don't know what it is, but drink plenty of water, stay hydrated throughout the day, and before you go to sleep and when you wake up, just be hydrated. Number 1, it's good for you. Number 2, it raises your vibration. Number 3, whatever it does for that subliminal, it does. I don't know what it does, but it drink water, okay? Stay hydrated, okay? And then, then just again, I would say, don't go outside of you trying to look, or not outside of you, but don't go looking for shifts. Don't be like, okay, well, did it happen or did it happen yet? Because you're just setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up, and you don't need to be micromanaging this whole situation. Just trust that it's done. Go on with your day. Do things that feel good for you to do. Keep yourself busy. You know what I'm saying? Pour into yourself and show up as that version of you. Even if you feel like you're just faking or you're just pretending, do that, because this is the real you. The real you is very much so confident, okay? The real you is very much so mega ultimate manifester, okay? Manifest anything. That's you. That's who you are. Show up as that person. Even if you feel like you're playing a role, play that role. You better get the Oscar, the Emmy, the Tony, whatever the fuck. Get it. Play that role, okay? Like you ain't never played it before, okay? Because when you think about it, manifesting is supposed to be fun. So I be having fun. I'm telling y'all, I be having fun with my shit. When I tell you I be having fun with my shit, I be over here I be having so much fun with my shit. And then bam, when it happened, it don't feel like bam. You see what I'm saying? When it happened, it don't feel like bam. Why? Because I already have been practicing. I already have been acting this out. I already have been just living this already. So when it manifests, it just feels natural. It just feel like it would have happened anyway. You see what I'm saying? That's how I be feeling. This would have happened anyway. That's how I be feeling. But I know that if I wouldn't have been practicing it, it wouldn't have happened anyway. You see what I'm saying? If I hadn't have been already placing myself there and already assuming the position of and already being in a wish fulfilled, then no, it wouldn't happen anyway. But it just feels so natural that you think oh, this would have happened anyway. So it's supposed to be fun. When I tell you in the areas of your life that you are improving, just be a little delusional with it. When I tell you I'm not going to sit here and look at something that I don't like and be fuming over that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to act like it's exactly the way I want it, and I'm going to leave that thought there, and I'm going to go think about something else. I'm going to go do something else, okay? I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh no, this happened, oh man, I really need to process this. No, you don't need to process. I used to be that person that would try to process everything oh no, I need some time to process it. No, processing it is just you practicing the vibration of it. No, we're not processing anything unless it's want it unless it feels good, unless it's a desire, then that's what we're processing. That's all we're processing. That's it. That's all. That's it. Okay, that's it. Oh, there's a problem? Okay, no, I'm not going to look that way at that problem. I'm going to look over here at this beautiful thing, or at this fun thing, or at this just easy thing to look at. Because give attention to a problem, you're going to get more problems. Okay, that's not how you get the solution. So that's pretty much it on subliminals. Again, I do have them on my YouTube channel. Okay, it will be linked in the description. If you're wanting the full 8-hour track, you can also purchase those. The link will be in the description of the YouTube channel, and in this description if you're listening to the podcast. But yes, I do offer those, and again, I do offer coaching. So if you are interested in that, the information will be in the description as well. That's all for tonight, whatever time you listen to this. That's all for that. I want y'all to continue to be the spiritual rock stars, superstars that you are, that you have been called to be, okay, that you are becoming. And I will talk to you next time.